Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Maceió, Brazil, and to the second day of the IC4MF conference. On the agenda that's published on the website this morning, we have a few additions. We're going to be honored. The Minister of Science and Technology is going to make a presentation this morning sometime between 10 and 11 our time. So we will adjust the schedule one more time to accommodate his presentation. This is a very significant event for us to have him come. And this morning, so our kickoff speaker this morning is Professor Leandro Salas. And Rodrigo, is he also going to brief? Or? Yeah. Okay. So, Leandro is going to talk to you about the Federal Institute here at the university, and the Computing Institute, and the COMPElab. So with that, I'll turn it over to Leandro Salas.
Thank you, Russ. I would like to thank all the invitation and everybody that is online for coming and to be with us in this presentation. As Russ introduced me, I am Leandro, a professor here at the Federal University of Alagoas at the Computing Institute. So speaking a little bit about me, I'm about to finish my PhD probably next month. My research areas of interest is computer networks and security, mobile, embedded, and pervasive systems. And we have more information about this, and I shared this slide so you can get more information about me later. This is a slide for Rodrigo. He shared me. He shared with me the COMPElab. The COMPElab management, and just a minute. Okay. And as me, he's managing the laboratories and everything that we have there. That I will talk in more details later. Well, just to start, I will speak a little bit about the Federal University of Alagoas, where we are. We are geographically located in the northeast of Brazil, with the beautiful beaches, and so all of you are welcome to come. The university was founded in 1961, and we have 3 campuses, 23 departments with 26,000 of students, distributed in 84 undergraduate courses, 30 master degree, and 9 PhD programs. In my presentation, I will speak a little bit about what we are doing in the Computing Institute, which is organized in 38 associate professors distributed in 23 PhD, 24 master, and 2 specialists. The Computer Institute has 3 courses. It is 3 courses and 2 graduated programs. We are recently positioned the second best computer science course in the Brazil Northeast. From MEC. MEC, it's a organization here in Brazil from the government that control all the educational institutions, and our ex-students are studying and working in good companies or universities around the world. And for now, I will speak a little bit about the laboratory that I am responsible. I'm the general coordinator, which is the Mobile and Pervasive Computer Laboratory. The laboratory is organized in tech centers, and currently we have the BlackBerry Tech Center, Epson Tech Center, MikroTik Tech Center, and IBM Tech Center. This last one is not formalized yet. It's something that we are working on with them, with the people from the T.J. Watson Research Center at New York City. So speaking a little bit about my laboratory specifically. We started in 2009 when we when we had at least basically I had the opportunity to work with big companies in partnership with a laboratory where I took my master and my PhD, and all of these companies is specifying the slides. But recently we started our own partnerships, as I said, with BlackBerry, Epson, IBM, and MikroTik. So I will say something about this kind of partnership for the next slides. I forgot to say that my presentation is not so technically as the previous ones of yesterday, because we are still trying to find what is the best suitable partnership we can do in the context of IC4MF. Okay, so speaking a little bit more about the COMPElab, our ecosystem and our partners is shown in the slides. So first, as I said, we are in the university, in the Federal University of Alagoas. We have a strong partnership with the Federal University of Campina Grande, where we have the embedded laboratory, where I took my master and PhD. They have a big partnership with big companies, like I showed in the last slide, and we are developing like an extension of embedded lab here at the university. So in terms of partnerships, in terms of enterprises, as I said, we have currently four tech centers. One of it was the first one. It is the BlackBerry Tech Center. And there are many other companies that are working with us. We have the institutes and intervening from the government, from the Brazilian government, from the local state, and many other local institutions, and also investors and accelerators. So we have a model of startups in our laboratory. So we have companies embedded in our laboratory where we have a model of accelerating these companies based on the projects that we are doing. So talking a little bit about our areas of interest, we are focused on computer networking, mobile and embedded computing. So I have a list of specific subjects that we are focusing and working. For example, the first one is the programming libraries and standards proposals. We are developing projects for Epson printers. We are developing a universal plug-and-play library, and these libraries we are working also in extending the standard by proposing some additional specifications for this protocol. The next one is the BSD socket and the network protocols. It is related to my PhD thesis, where I'm proposing a network protocol that should be available in transport and network layers. So we are implementing these in the Linux kernel. And in this context, we are also providing, we are working RFC to propose to IETF as a standard. The next topic is open source project and development and contributions, mainly some previous projects we have developed for the Linux kernel, specifically in the context of computer networks. And we are also contributing with a variety of open source projects. The first one it is the Brisa. Brisa it's open source project we are running in our laboratory. It is a implementation of the universal plug and play, and we are also using this project to develop some research on the next specifications for universal plug and play. We have some contributions for GStreamer. For those that don't know the GStreamer, probably many of you guys are using at this moment. GStreamer is the framework for multimedia available for all the platforms, and it is the standard for many Linux distributions. We have also the GNU CCRTP, and many others open source projects, mainly from now that we are working with IBM to improve the many open source projects for the PowerPC architecture. Well, we have also contributed in international and international conference related to mobile computing and computer networks. More areas of work and interest. We are developing many mobile apps already submitted for different online stores. For example, we have more than 150 apps already developed for BlackBerry since we have the partnership with them, and that more apps already developed for other platforms too. In the context of computer network, we have experience and real work related to simulations. Currently, we are using more the NES3 and the OMNET. We are working with Amazon in developing a library for cloud computing. So we took an official course from them 2 months ago, and we are developing a programming library for Amazon AWS. In terms of network services, we have experience on all of these kind of basic services for networks, and we have a special interest in security drives, mainly in the local networks and in the vehicular networks. Talking a little bit about embedded and hardware projects. This is more for Rodrigo, the other professor. It is projects related to Raspberry and Arduino, embedded Linux, hardware customization. It's all related to what he did in the past. In the context of operating system, we have basically we start a contribution with a real-time OS called QNX. It's an operating system that it's owned by BlackBerry nowadays. It is running the latest mobile platform from them, the BlackBerry 10. In the context of Linux kernel, we are developing. We already provided some improvements for TCP, the transmission control protocol. That it's a well-known protocol and worldwide used. And the two next one, it is the DCCP and the GMTP. The DCCP it's a network protocol that was provided by IETF, and we have contributions for the Linux kernel too. And the GMTP is the protocol that I proposed in my PhD. It is being developed for the Linux kernel, being proposed for as a standard, as a RFC and so forth. So we have like a kind of experiences in this context. We have some photos here related to for my laboratory and the Computer Institute. This is the building for the Computer Institute here at the university. This is a picture from my laboratory, where one of the rooms that we have. It's a room for not only for BlackBerry, although it is the main tech center. Some more pictures. This is another room that we have where we are doing trainings, online courses, and so forth. A picture for my team. Everybody, it's not everybody there, but almost of the students, the research professors, and so forth. Basically, we organized our team in specific areas. So we have a project manager. We have the Rodrigo as a CTO and me as a CO. But we group our students based on technologies that we can offer to the community. So, for example, we are the headers, but we have skills in native development in C++ and Java, web development for HTML5, CSS3, Adobe Flash, and the Air. So this is something different now for what we are doing at the university. We started like a department of press and business relations. So there we have students working now in the context of our laboratory to cover all the everything related to press and everything related to business. So we have students and professional people running this area in our laboratory to talk with companies, to do something very professional, and to start a partnership with these companies, as I already showed. So in general, we are working the context of context-aware. So we are interested in developing context-aware applications, which is everything related to local-based services, community statistics, to offer specific services based on the user context, and also security, as I already said. So it's a brief presentation of my laboratory. So later I invited you guys to get access to this URL. I don't know if we have time, and if it is able to run this video. I suppose not. But anyway, it is available, this URL, just for you to have an idea of the day we launched the BlackBerry Tech Center, what happened here, and what we are doing, the spirit of development and the research that we have here at this university, at this computer institute. So if nobody wants to ask any question, I'm done. And I'd like to thank you once again for the invitation to be here. And we are more than open to contribute for the IC4MF initiatives. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Leandro. The next presenter comes from the Netherlands Forensic Institute, the Ministry of Science and Justice. And I'd like to welcome Floris Gieshoff to the podium and to make his presentation. Floris, it's over to you.